Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Darnold now to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Cousins. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Steve McClendon with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Darnold. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Montgomery on the counter. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he's got a new one. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Again, this is Montgomery, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Darnold. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. This is the running back, Powell. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Bilal Powell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses. But just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Now a handoff looking right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Cousins now on second down. Sliding it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Now Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. And bulldozing his way through. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
First down. Here's the run to Montgomery. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Leopard. Detroit.
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Yellow.
Throwing is Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers. You know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Cousins on the keeper. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And off comes Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Gone! Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw right side into the hands of Akins. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Leopard!
Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! No, check it!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Jets on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Dancing to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, flipper.
Cousins now. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run it here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, flipper.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
It's easy work, and it's coming again. Leopard!
Darnold from the gun. And he's got Pete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the 50, it's Darnold. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right back to him on first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle by Eric Armstead. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Cousins to throw it. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. He can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They run. Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Montgomery. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage. Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go play action. Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Darnold down to throw. He gets it here to Peake. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here's Powell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Leopard!
Darnold now to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Running left, Montgomery. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Jets on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down. No. Check. Patriot. Yeah, Barney.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up 4th. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Myers able to knock it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. So
a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. They run with Powell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. It's Powell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key is getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but